Breathe in the fresh air, take in the morning in a really, really positive way. And what better way to do that than through exercise? Well, I have with me Sharon Skeete, who happens to be a trainer, and she specializes in indoor biking and Kango. I'm going to find out more about that. But on this edition of Positive Profiles, we're going to take a look at how exercise, fitness, and training started with a journey through charity, a labor of love. Shaz, thank you for having us here on Positive Profiles.
Thank you for having me on Positive Profiles.
It felt like a symbiotic relationship.
Yes.
Because I just came from one of your classes. First time attending your class. I've done indoor biking before. It felt good to, sink my teeth back into it. But what started you along the journey of training?
Well, I'm an accountant by profession, first and foremost. But my son was diagnosed with scoliosis in 2016, and I started the Barbados Scoliosis Charity. And through that charity, I was offered the opportunity to do a certification in programming for scoliosis, which is a Pilates program. And from that, it went on to, I was 215 pounds. I would have lost the 95 pounds through spinning at the time. And then so the second round of courses that the company put out was spinning. So I opted to do the spin certification, and it just grew from there.
So you found a niche, a love and a passion through creating a charity. Now, let's go back a little bit to the charity, because there's so many ways that persons can look to raise funds and raise awareness, but you felt it a need to empower others and help them understand scoliosis better?
Yes, because the only options that were being offered in Barbados was either to brace the children in a 24-hour brace that really doesn't work, or surgery. And there are other options which are non-surgical, less invasive, and more effective than the surgery itself. So yes, I felt it was a need to bring education, and we work along with the Scoli Smart Clinic in the USA, and that doctor is Dr. Siddiqui, and he has been to Barbados about 3 times already. We did conferences and seminars, and also there were a number of children who went up from Barbados, including my son, for therapy.
Wow, so how has that impacted you in being able to reach out to others who may also have such a diagnosis?
Well, as a parent and having your child not being able to breathe, you understand what other parents are going through, and it's something that I do not wish on anyone. So it was very, impactful in that people were happy that there was an alternative, because once you find that there's scoliosis in the family, it tends to go from child to child to child. So if you have a child 16 and a child 8, which we had one of those cases, the parent would have already explored all of the options available in Barbados with the 16-year-old. So when we come now to the 8-year-old, she was like, wow, I can do something else that will be more impactful for my child. And that child went up to New York for the treatment and is scoliosis free.
Well, are you still getting that message out so that others can?
Well, these things call for manpower, and we were not getting the support. When I looked to my right, it was one parent. I looked to my left, it was the same parent. So it came down to just 2 of us fighting the fight, but everybody You know, they reach out and they want help, but the people are still coming to the charity, and what we offer now is more education. We connect them. We have a local doctor now who specializes in scoliosis, so we will refer them to that doctor, or if they have the funds available to travel, we would offer them or introduce them to the Skeete Smart Clinic in the US.
It seems that you found a new lease on life through your son's condition, having scoliosis.
Yep.
Take us to the training element or the fitness element. Obviously, you gain something great from it, but you continue to pour that out to many out there. What gives you that passion?
Well, being overweight and having a blood pressure of 183 over 127 is not fun again.
Wow.
So it's through my personal experiences that I know what people are going through. So I can easily say to them, you know, this was me, and show them a picture. People ask me, how do you get clients? So what's your marketing strategy? I said I just need to show them a before picture of me when I was 215 pounds to where I'm at. So after doing the spin program, I went on to do, when you join the spin community, you get a free course, and I opted to do weight loss management, and it grew from there. And then I did personal training, and then I did nutrition. So I'm actually a fitness nutritionist as well.
Wow, because I know from experience that you could ride a bike forever, but if you don't change your diet,
nothing is going to happen in the weight category. Nothing is going to happen there. So I went even, and as recent as August this year, again through a personal experience, I am now a menopause wellness specialist as well.
So it feels to me that Shaz has a goal of educating the public.
Yes.
A goal of getting people to be more aware of themselves, their health. It's not just about physique. It's about health.
Total health.
What drives you? I know you mentioned the importance of making that change in your life because of being hypertensive and overweight. But what drives you each and every day to keep that journey going?
Life. Because one of the reasons too that I actually got up and lose the weight was because my granddaughter, yes, I have a granddaughter, celebrated her 12th birthday yesterday.
Come out things.
Yeah, so my granddaughter, other grandmother, she died the day after I took sick.
Wow.
So that was the wake-up call. You know, you get the little messages, but then you get that big wake-up call. That was my big wake-up call.
Wow.
So it is passion to see others happy and healthy. I have clients who suffer with PCOS, and a number of them came to us. They lost the weight. They started eating healthy, and guess what? They had babies. So
wow.
So all of these things are motivation, and my clients are really the ones who push me, because I may have a client I've been working with, say, for 3 months, and there's no change in the weight. That forces me to go back to the textbooks, see what's out there, see what's happening. Why isn't this person losing any weight? Because my specialty is weight loss and rehab fitness. So those people motivate me to do it, because at the end of the day, I see a happier, healthier person.
What is your greatest challenge in getting people on board with fitness and health?
Well, it's not really a challenge for me, but the challenge for the people is eating.
This is your sister here. No.
The nutrition. They will come to every class, they will exercise, but the eating is, a lot of people have relationship with food.
A very close one.
Yep.
So we have to change that.
Yes.
And you putting that information out there and sharing with us here on Positive Profiles, it'll help to, if not get some of us on track, keep some of us not too far off the track.
Yeah. So what I say to people is, if you are really aware of what you are putting in your body, you're not going to put it in your body. Start by reading your labels. Do not eat anything that you have not read a label for.
You heard that? That's good advice.
Yeah, read your labels. When you start to read the labels and you see things like GMO, you're going to leave it out and you're going to go and get something from the garden.
Live life differently. Now that's a very encouraging sentiment. You were to tell me about Kangoo.
Yes, Kangoo, Kangoo.
Kangoo.
Yes, Kangoo. Okay. It's a form of rebound fitness using the special Kangoo rebound boots. and it is very addictive one. It is very, very, very high energy. You can burn as much as 1,200 calories in a workout. And it is a lot of fun. Lots of fun.
You're piquing my curiosity already.
So it's basically like an aerobics workout in these bouncy shoes, as people call them.
Like a kangaroo?
Yes, so you jump around like a kangaroo. I guess that's where the name derived from. But yes, but kangaroo, I'm the first instructor in the entire Caribbean, and I'm now a kangaroo trainer as well. So my focus will be now to get some other people trained in the discipline.
Nice. So when we look at biking training and we look at kangaroo and fitness and health, what is the level of impact that you see this doing or creating for persons who, cross your path?
Well, it's not only those things, Kimberly, but for the first time last year, I had the Healthy Living Expo, and this covered, we looked at health from home and lifestyle all the way down to organic farming. Because it is okay to exercise and eat healthy, but then are you healthy? Because you exercise and eat healthy, where are you living? What's your air condition like? When I say air condition, the air that you're breathing in, the quality of air. What is your water? Is the quality of your water good? The food you're eating, again, even if it is from the garden, does it have pesticides? So these are, last year when we held the expo, and we'll be doing it again next year. Last year we held it, and we're doing it again next year. We'll be doing it every other year. We bring everybody together under the same roof with like-minded people, with everything from, like I said, from home. So we're looking at your humidifiers, we're looking at your water purification system, all the way down to organic farming.
Wow.
So I look at health in a holistic, and not just as exercise and nutrition.
I think that for a lot of us, when we consider doing it, sometimes it feels a bit overwhelming. But when we have persons such as yourself showing as a testimony that, I'm the living, breathing example of this.
A group environment helps as well.
It does.
Because we get to encourage each other. So it's not only me encouraging the clients, but there are other clients who are encouraging, and they can see the benefit in other people and say, but if she was like that, because it's okay for me to say, oh, I was that, but then for somebody else who's under me to come and say, well, I was under Shaz and I lost this as well, or I gained this as well, then that group environment is very key. And that's why I do have the group fitness classes, and not, I do personal training as well, but I do prefer the group trainings, the group sessions.
Great way to start your morning, a great way to start any day, a positive way to start your day. You've been watching Positive Profiles. I'm Kimberly Skeete.